Good evening. Welcome to Hindi is Easy. Today we are going to do the reading of the new lesson Chidiya Ka Sansar. Lesson 1 Class 4 Amritha Hindi Patmala. Chidiya Ka Sansar. Chidiya is bird, Sansar na world. पाठ प्रवेश। जब हम छोटे होते हैं तो हमारे ज्ञान का दायरा भी छोटा होता है। धीरे धीरे वह बढ़ता जाता है और पता चलता है कि दुनिया बहुत बड़ी है। इसमें जानने और समझने के लिए बहुत कुछ है। So when we are so small, our knowledge level is also so small. धीरे धीरे slowly वह बढ़ता जाता है। वह is a pronoun used for the knowledge. So when you are growing, the knowledge will also grow and we come to know. What we come to know? कि the world is very big. इसमें is a pronoun used for the world. So in the world है जानने to learn and to understand समझने के लिए बहुत कुछ है. We have so many things to learn in this big world, to understand many things in this world. Having said this, here we are going to learn a poem written by Nirankar Dev Sevak. So he is the poet Nirankar Dev Sevak, who was born on 18th January 1919. So he is very famous for writing Hindi children's literature and he is known and for the rhymes, nursery rhymes for the kids. So here in this poem we are going to see how the thoughts of the bird is. It is same as we are thinking. So the similarity is there between the birds and the human beings, how we are living. So we are going to learn the importance of house, घर का महत्व. So everyone need house. सोच समझ का धीरे धीरे निरंतर विकास होना. सोच समझ, the way you are thinking, the thought process that is happening in your mind, that slowly and continuously, निरंतर is continuously, it has to develop, right? And पक्षियों के जीवन में समानता, and we have the similarity how the birds are living. आत्मनिर्भरता, you have to be depending upon yourself. When you are depending upon someone else, you will become so lazy. Instead, you have to learn. The process of learning has to happen continuously and you have to be dependent upon yourself. So this is what you have to learn from this lesson. So having said this, we will just read the poem and understand line by line. सबसे पहले मेरे घर का अंडे जैसा था आकार, तब मैं ये समझती थी बस इतना सा ही है संसार. So in the beginning, my house was like a shape of the egg. Ande na egg, akar na shape. So the bird is inside the egg now and it sees the egg only, right? So it feels that the world is just the egg. In the shape of the egg, the whole world is like this only. Tab main samajhti thi. And that time I used to understand, I used to think that bas ivladana walogon, bas itna sa, this is the world. So the world for the bird is just this egg, right? So आकार ना shape, अंडे ना eggs, घर is house, समझती means I used to understand, इतना सा is a very little bit, a very small, संसार is world, बस इतना सा ना just इवलदा ना அப்படின்றது. So we also, when we are so small like an infant, when we there, the bed is our world, right? அதை தாண்டி நம்ம போவே மாட்டோம், right? When you were so young, when you don't know how to crawl, how to walk, then what is your world? The bed, the where you are sleeping on the bed is the world for you. Similarly for the bird also, which is inside the egg is the house and it feels that this is the world for me. So now it is inside the egg and it is thinking this is the world. So now it has breaking the egg and coming out. So where the bird will come after breaking from the egg? It has to come to the nest, right? The nest, the bird has to construct? No. Already a ready-made nest will be available made by the parents, right? So after getting out of the eggshell, it sees the nest now. फिर मेरा घर बना घोंसला. Now my house has become the nest. So it is in the nest now and for the bird, the nest is the home. सूखे तिनकों से तैयार and it has been ready. तैयार ना ready iruk. The nest is been ready for the bird which is coming out of the egg. सूखे तिनकों means dry twigs. So it is made up of dry twigs. तब मैं ये समझती थी बस इतना सा ही है संसार. So that time I thought that this is my world. In the nest the world. So this world is so small. Bird is in the nest now and it sees that nest to be the world. So will the bird will be in the nest for all the time? No, right? In the beginning time the bird will be walking around trying to walk inside the nest. After days goes on, what does the bird do? The bird will move out of the nest now. It will not sit on the nest, right? So nest move out, where it will come? It will come on the branches, right? So now the bird has come to the branches. फिर मैं निकल गई शाखों पर. निकल गई means I came out. शाखों means branches. So அந்த टहनिன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. The other name in Hindi for dali, the branches. It has come on the branches. Hari bari thi jo sukumar, and where the bird was sitting on the branch, it could see the greenery all around. Hari bari's green leaves it could see, and it was so soft. Sukumar is so soft. So on sitting on the branch, it could see only the green leaves and felt that it is so soft, and this is the world. तब मैं यही समझती थी बस इतना सा ही है संसार, and the world is just this one. The green leaves only is the world for me sitting on the branch. Now the bird will sit on the branch forever? No. It will now try to learn how to fly. So now it is trying to fly moving out of the branches, and it could see that it is flying with the wings all spread across. It started to fly. आखिर जब मैं आसमान में उड़ी दूर तक पंख पसार. आखिर means at last, finally, when I was able to fly in the sky. Asman na sky, pank pasar. Pank is wings. Pasar means spread. Finally, when I was able to spread my wings across, I was able to see what? The big world, right? So, என்ன தெரியும்? பறக்கும்போது உலகமே தெரியும் இல்லையா? तभी समझ में मेरी आई. அப்பதான் எனக்கு புரிஞ்சது. That time only I was able to understand. बहुत बड़ा है ये संसार. The संसार, the world is so big. Okay. So similarly, we human beings also has to learn stage by stage, and we have to explore. We have many things in this big world to explore. So this is written by Nirankar Dev Sevak. Sevak is written in the quotes. It's a pen name for the poet Nirankar Dev Sevak. So hope you would have understood the poem. The bird, after flying out from the nest, it was able to understand that the world is so big now, and there is possibility of many things to learn and understand. So let's read what brief is given at the end of the book. First of all, the shape of my house was like an egg. Since then I understood that it is so much large. So the egg ரொம்ப பெருசா feel ஆச்சு இல்லையா? Then the dry things made my house a nest. So the twigs and the straws were used to make the nest. Since then I knew world is so much large. So அது வரைக்கும் ஒன்றும் தெரியல, the world is so large. It understood the nest to be the house. Slowly I came out over the branch, green and soft. Since then became aware that the world is so much large. இன்னும் அதுக்கு தெரியல, the world is so large. The greenery leaves the world நினச்சிக்கிச்சு. At last, when I flew into the sky far off, spreading my wings, I understood that the world is very large. So, finally, எப்போ அது வெளியே வந்து பறக்க ஆரம்பிச்சிச்சோ, அந்த wings spread பண்ணிட்டு, அப்பதான் அதுக்கு புரிஞ்சது, the world is so big, so large. So, what we learnt finally? We have to understand the importance of house. We have to continuously improve our knowledge, and we should relate our living to the living of the birds, and we should be self-dependent. Let's see the shabdat. Akar, banawat, dancha, the shape. So gol akar na round shape. Tinka is suki ghas ka tukda, the dry grass. This is straw. We can say twigs also. Shaka is dali, tehni, the branch of the tree. Sukumar is komal, mulayam, very soft. Pank is par, daina is wings. Pasarna is failana, to spread. So this is the part pravesh that I have made for you to understand the keywords. So the keywords which we have learnt here is the eggs, the nest, the shakung and the asman. So these are the keywords which we have to learn. Where it felt the ande in the Ghonsla and the Shako, it felt the Sansar is so small. But when it flew in the Asman, Pank Pasarkar, it understood that the world is so big. So we have to write Ghonsla is made up of thin cone. Shakon enna irundhuchu, the soft haribari leaves were there. And Pank Pasarkar, where it flew in the Udana. Where it was flying in the sky. So in the next video, we'll see the book back exercise and question answers. Hope you would have understood the poem. Read the poem 1 or 2 times. If you have any doubt or clarification, put in the comment section. Thank you, students.